Love comes in many shapes and forms. It's not always beautiful or comfortable, as you might imagine. It can be selfish and consuming. It makes the choices for you. It demands you to obey it because it knows you better than you know yourself, and it's usually right. When you get to know this couple, you will understand that. This is Vanya. She met and fell in love with Joseph, a guy who was born without a jaw. It is a rare condition where he is missing the whole part of a chin, including a mouth. It is called autofacial, which also causes problems like slow hearing loss and not being able to smell as good as other people. Growing up like that, Joseph had encountered a lot of responses from people. Other people scream when they see him. Some would cry and others would run away from him. It was a burden he had to bear his whole life. They met back in 2020. Vanya was going to work. It was in the morning and it was a little foggy. She had no idea she was going to meet someone who she was going to spend her life with. She saw him walking past by and he was missing a chin. She initially thought she couldn't see clearly because of the fog. When she got close to him, she realizes he truly had no chin. She was curious, but didn't want to be rude, asking what happened right away. She just had ideas of what might have happened to him. She just said hi, and they walked into the building. Turned out they work at the same company. Joseph fell in love with Vanya on the second day they met. She always smiled when she looked at him. Something he doesn't see every day. She always had a beautiful smile on her face, the most beautiful smile he ever seen. When he walked past her corner, she would sign the word hi to him, making Joseph feel some type of a way. Vanya got to know Joseph. She knew his heart. She knew the really man inside, his spirit and personality. She eventually fell in love with the guy. Imagine falling in love with someone and people think you are just faking for attention because the person you love have a disability of some kind. That is what Vanya have to deal with for being with Joseph. Joseph and Vanya communicate through his phone. He uses the text-to-speech app, so he just typed the words and the app would talk for him. He also taught Vanya sign language. He taught her the alphabets. Because of the negative views from people, Joseph and Vanya decided to get married in secret back in 2020. They actually eloped. They went to a courthouse in Indiana and told the judge they want to get married. The judge also believed in love. She was so helpful, they didn't even dress up for the wedding. They didn't tell both the parents and families for the fear of being rejected or judged. Vanya said it was kind of wrong, but the assumptions people made about them was so nerve-wracking, eloping seemed like the viable option at the time. When they go out together, people would just stare at them. Sometimes they would pull out their phones to take pictures, but thanks God they don't really mention anything rude besides staring. Joseph doesn't get bothered by people staring or taking pictures. He knows he looked different. He is not like anyone people has ever seen before. But rather than acting ignorant and making wrong assumptions about him, it is better to ask him or his wife about what really happened to him. Vanya's mom, Janice, was not happy about them eloping. She blamed her daughter for just assuming she won't like him, because that is her decision to make herself. She also believed Vanya is a grown woman. Any decision about who she wants to love is entirely up to her, but she should have included the family and celebrate together. She also admitted being taken back by his physical disability when she first met him, not in a judgmental way, but like what happened to him. Does he need any help doing his routine at home, like feeding or else? She also said they appear to love each other. She loves him. He loves her. He brings good quality in her. Vanya believes that to be in love with someone with a disability, you have to be patient. Don't look at their physical appearance, but their heart. Don't feel like you might get tired someday, but like you are helping someone to be their better self while making you the best you and happy. Thank you for watching to the end. We cover different stories here on this channel. Please consider subscribing to help us grow and ding the bell icon so you don't miss our next story.